Hello well-wishers and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to discuss a beautiful song written by William Shakespeare called Blow Blow Thou Winter Wind. So grab your virtual seats and let's begin. Let's begin by first knowing a little bit about the poet William Shakespeare. He was an English playwright, poet and actor who is the most famous and the greatest dramatist of his times. He wrote various plays and sonnets which explore the complexities of human nature, love and human condition. Let's see what's in store related to the song we are discussing today. Now, so that you understand the song better, let me tell you an important fact and an interesting information about this song. It is taken from a play that Shakespeare wrote called As You Like It. And should I give you a little secret of mine? As You Like It was my ICSC play that I had appeared for. So you can well imagine the times that I'm talking about. The play is a pastoral comedy and this song is sung by a character called Amiens in Act 2, Scene 7 of the play. Now Shakespeare's plays were divided into acts which were further divided into scenes. So ours is taken from Act 2, Scene 7 and the song reflects on the themes of harshness of winter season and the ingratitude that is there in people. So just as I was telling you, the central message, the main meaning that this particular song is going to convey is the harshness of winter and at the same time how human beings are ungrateful. They don't want to be kind or help others, and even friendship and love, not just in those times but even today. Don't you think it is governed by materialistic things? If you give expensive gifts, the friendships remain intact, but true friendships are beyond all this. But in general, the general trend that people have is that you associate friendliness or love with materialistic expensive gifts. So the song suggests that the bitterness of winter is an example for the coldness, that unkindness, the lack of warmth that is there in human relationships. Not just in those times, see how relevant it is even in today's times, how the joint family system has completely collapsed. Everyone wants to stay in a nuclear family, and imagine even nuclear families today are no longer consisting of 4 members. We just see 2 people staying together in a massive house. So how times are changing and how human relationships are deteriorating. They are losing their real values in most cases. There are of course exceptions. Now let's start decoding the line by line meaning of the song. Blow, blow thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. Thy tooth is not so keen, because thou art not seen, although thou breath be rude. So here in these lines we see that the speaker addresses or is talking as if to the winter wind and telling that the winter wind needs to blow. The repetition blow blow emphasizes the intensity of the speaker's desire for the wind to blow. Thou art not so unkind. The speaker over here suggests that the winter wind, though harsh, is not as unkind as the ingratitude, the lack of warmth that exists in human relationships. So this sets the tone for the comparison between the cruelty of winter season and the cruelty that exists in the human behavior. The speaker compares unkindness of winter wind to the ingratitude that is there in humanity. People have become ignorant, insensitive to the emotions of others. Now he then says, thy tooth is not so keen. So the speaker continues the comparison, stating that the bite, the chilliness that is there, the chill that you get from the winter wind is not as sharp as the cruelty of human behavior. Because thou art not seen, that is, the winter wind goes unnoticed. You cannot see it, you can only feel it. Similarly, unkindness of people, it cannot be seen. A person may put up a very excellent outward appearance, but you will understand if you go deep how sharply that person is rude, is ignorant, is insensitive to you. Although thou breath be rude, so the winter's wind breath is described as rude, emphasizing harshness. So you see how he is using the example of the winter wind to draw a comparison to the human behavior, which has become harsh, cruel, ignorant, insensitive, lacking emotions, love, etc. Then there's a part in italics after this. Hey ho, sing hey ho onto the green holly. The refrain over here introduces a kind of resignation and acceptance, with hey ho expressing a sigh or a sense of tiredness. The speaker seems to be nearly tired of explaining how human beings need to be sensitive to one another. The mention of the green holly adds a festive touch. Holly leaves are the ones we find in the winter season. It's a kind of a Christmas decoration. So there is a contrast between festivity and the winter season, because winter season is supposed to be harsh, cruel, cold, but at the same time the festival of Christmas adds a sense of warmth when you exchange gifts, when you share things with one another. Most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. So here the speaker generalizes an opinion that he has about the nature of friendships. He says that most friendships are just on an outer, superficial level. They do not, have a depth in the relationship of friendship. It's just pretending to be friends with others. Then hey ho the holly, this life is most jolly. So again the refrain is repeated by the speaker, and he says that despite the challenges that come, the speaker declares life to be jolly. He is implying that I know that there is rather harshness associated with the winter season, but you need to still find joy despite the challenges and difficulties that come one's way. You need to find your own source of happiness instead of depending on others for your happiness. Let's look at the next part of the song. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky. The speaker now addresses the sky using the repetition of the word freeze. Previously we saw which word being repeated? Blow, blow. Now freeze, freeze is being repeated to give a command. The bitter sky over here symbolizes the emotional coldness. I told you, people become emotionally cold. They don't want to, be there for another person. They feel it's a lot of task and effort to step out of their comfort zone of daily routines of life and be emotionally available to others. That dost not bite so nigh as benefits forgot. So the sky is being portrayed as less biting than the benefits of forgot, emphasizing the pain of forgetting to be kind. The speaker over here is talking about the forgetfulness of human beings. We forget to wish people on birthdays. We forget to be there on special occasions for our loved ones. So if you're not there celebrating happiness of others, what are you becoming? You're becoming unkind. Though thou the waters warp, thy sting is not so sharp. So here the sky is being compared to be less sharp than the sting of being forgotten. So it feels really bad when you are forgotten by another person. So the sky sting is compared to the pain being forgotten by friends, emphasizing the emotional impact of ingratitude. It's literally like a sting that happens, it's your birthday and you're waiting for that special wish from that special friend of yours, and he or she forgets to wish you. How sad is that? And I also, recently happened with me when 1 or 2 years back, it was my birthday, and My most special friend, she was my friend from school, she literally forgot to wish me on my birthday. I was also very sad. So if it can happen with me, of course it is something which happens with, it must have happened with someone or the other of the viewers who are watching this video right now. So that's what the poet is saying about how ingratitude, how forgetfulness of one person, ignorance of one person can affect another. As friend remembered not, just as your friends forget to be there for you on your special occasions. Hey ho, sing hey ho onto the green holly. So this line is repeated again to show that you need to be resigned, in a state of resignation. That is, you need to learn to accept this as a kind of reality and move ahead with life and find pleasure and joy in other things instead of entirely depending on other human beings to make you happy. So there are three major themes of the poem. Firstly, we see how the poem or the song explores the theme of human ingratitude, the act of not being kind to one another, not being sensitive to the emotions, feelings of others. And to highlight this better, the speaker has compared this act of unkindness to the harsh winter season. So therefore, that brings me to the third theme that I have also mentioned, that is nature. We have winter and bitter sky, which serve as metaphors or examples for the emotional coldness, the lack of warmth in relationships. And that brings me to the second theme, that is the fleeting nature of friendships and love. That is, you may consider another person as your friend, but you need to also show it. Just saying it will not do. Your actions need to align with what you're feeling, and something totally different happens and you tend to forget to express or make that other person feel important. So therefore, we see that blow blow the winter wind is a reflection on the harshness of winter, paralleled with the unkindness and ingratitude present in human relationships. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.